Hello guys and welcome. So in this video I'm going to be finishing off the motivation series, answering the question why do you want it and how it will affect your personal finance. Thank you for watching the video so far. Remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe and ring the bell to help with the YouTube algorithm. Now back to the video. So the last two videos we've answered these two questions. What do you want? How will you get it? So I've listed things that I want and how I will get it. So please check out those videos if you're interested. Now, the reason why the question of why do you want it is so important is because it's about time versus result. So you might have seen a lot of other finance videos talking about the concept of trading time for cash and why it could be a bad thing if you focus just on that. The reason why I put this on as well is about the actual putting a limit on your goals, but at the same time making sure you don't waste any time. So, for example, if all I want is these things on the list, then I only need a certain amount of money. I don't need millions to accomplish it. I need a few thousand. So it means that once I get those few thousand, then I can change what am after and how I want to go about it. So you might have seen some other entrepreneurs and successful people, millionaires, a lot of other people saying this in terms of like set goals of things you actually need. That's why I keep emphasizing this needs versus wants. So it's very, very important to be able to focus on that. And why do you want it? Like in my case, why do I want to be, for example, debt free? So it's a reduce monthly spending. Why do I want it as well? Is so that I want peace of mind. So what that means is that let's say, I talked about already this concept of having lots of baskets and each of the baskets catching money. Now the point is that if let's say all of them will become weak 1 month and I can barely cover my rent or barely cover the essentials, then it means that not having the overhead of debt payments as well, loan payments, credit card payments, and so on, will give me peace of mind. It's a case of, okay, my monthly commitments are only this much because of my rent or whatever, and I can easily cover them even in a weak situation. And that gives you peace of mind. If, like, for me, because I suffer from severe anxiety, it helps me to sleep at night knowing that even if the worst things happen, like say I have a terrible month on YouTube, I have a terrible month on Twitch, none of my affiliates links are working, and so on, then I can still cover my basic bills. So that's why it's very, very important. And why do I also want it? I want to feel pride. So feel pride in what I do. So in a future video, I'm going to be talking about the concept of uncapped independent growth, but I'll cover that in the future. But part of the reason why I want to accomplish the things I want to accomplish is knowing that I did them for me. You know what I mean? So I set my mind to it. I accomplished what I said I was going to do. That's why it's, for me personally, it's very good to write down everything in lists so I can see it. Okay, this is what I want. This is how I'm going to get it. This is why I want it. I want to feel pride. I want peace of mind. I want to reduce my monthly spending. Now, the thing is, as well, is that for me, money doesn't buy me happiness. Like having lots of money, if I won the lottery or Mr. Beast comes along because I show his merch in my thing and he gives me $100,000, is it going to make me happy? No, not really. But it will give me peace of mind, relaxation, and it will give me options of things I want to accomplish. But if I suddenly had a surge of money, then I could buy everything I want to get. I could look at my list at the very top. I could buy everything I want to buy. There's other things I want to add to this list as well. So I actually want to get a standing desk. The reason I want that is because simply I'm sitting down 12 hours a day and my legs are disintegrating. So I think having a standing desk, like a desk you can lift up and then stand up on, is a really good idea because it'll help me to stand up, but still allow me to do my work Whereas if I stand up at this desk, then I tower over it. Simply, I'm going to have my back leaning down towards using my computer because it's quite low down. So a standing desk would be great. So, and why else do I want it? Let me see. So, improve mental health, improve physical health. So, health. So basically, the mental health part is the peace of mind. Anything to reduce because I think that's where a lot of the anxiety comes from. Is this presence of doom and gloom or potential doom and gloom, and the worry that it causes. So not having money be a potential problem is a wonderful feeling, because in the past I've been in a situation since I've lived here, in this rented house, this rented room, where I went to the shop. I have a shop next door to buy food. I wanted to buy only £10 worth of food, £10 only, and the bare essentials, bread, milk, and so on. And my debit card was declined. I didn't even have £10 to my name. So, and like, one, it was bad because I didn't have any money to even eat. And two, it was bad because for my own mental health. It's a case of I'm so broke that I don't even have £10 to eat. So, and I don't want to go through that situation ever again. It's humiliating. So, and it's not good for my health. And obviously not eating is not good for your physical health either. So having peace of mind that you could cover all your essential spending, whether it's your rent, your food, and so on, month to month, even if worse happens, is great. And then in the future, if I have even savings, that might be something for the future of the channel, then it would be great. I mean, I am looking in the future to explore what savings I can do, maybe if I have excess money, what investments I can do, and so on. But we're still in this mode of clearing debt. So at the moment, I am still coming back from the abyss of debt, and I'm trying to get to the back to where I was when I left school, basically. So when I was 18, I left school. Before I went to university, I had no debt at all. Since then, it's been debt, 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 debt. So especially when I started university, and it's also as well. It's when I say debt free, I actually have already cleared my student loan from university. So thankfully, that was actually one of the first things I paid off. So I did well for that. But I know that that's a very difficult ask these days because university fees, in a lot of cases, are upwards of 9,000 a year. Like my own little sister, my own family, like she has got now university debt totaling 40, nearly 50,000. And she is working, she's doing well, she got promoted, blah, 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 blah. But she has now saved all these years to get a deposit for a house. But the university debt is bigger than her deposit. So it's a question of get the house, clear university debt. Obviously, you would probably say that, yeah, buy the house and use the extra value to clear off the debt. But it's been definitely an overhead. It's been something she's been worried about. And it's so ridiculous that to start your working life with such a huge level of debt that I hope in the future that they actually sort it out. But coming back to myself, that is not a problem for me. I don't have university debt. I'm 5K away from becoming debt free completely. So, and that will be great. And also, as well, let's see, make my to-do list green. So, if you watch my video about how to make a plan and stick to it, I really recommend checking it out. I was talking about the RAG rating in the video, red, amber, green. So green are things which are good for you. They're always good. Like, as long as it's green, it's a good thing. Amber is things that you just need to do. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just things that you need to do. And red is things that are bad for you. So my reds were things like my debt. So at one point, at the very peak, when I was first doing the to-do list, I had 12 reds. I now have like two left. And if I'm able to get a decent refund from the bank, then it might become zero, literally as that. Because I made a video very recently talking about how I won my bank complaint, but I'm still waiting for the money. I've not received anything. So, but that's just how it is. Basically, you have to just wait. Now, one thing is as well is keeping things realistic. You know, so I think that's a good list of why do I want it. I want to reduce my monthly spending. I want peace of mind. I want to feel pride in what I do, keep myself busy every single day, improve my mental health, improve my physical health, and make my to-do list as green as possible. Now, one question to ask yourself as well, if you've looked at this, is you see the richest people in the world, your Bill Gates, your Jeff Bezos, your Mark Zuckerberg, owners of Microsoft, Amazon, and Facebook. Why do they still work? They have $18 billion, trillion, billion dollars. Why would they work ever? Why not sit down, lie down, and just sleep for the rest of their lives? Why do they need to do any work? It's because of this issue of feeling pride. So it's a big thing. It's like you want to feel that you are accomplishing great things with the time that you have on this planet. So in Bill Gates's case, he is using his billions to follow charity work. He is trying to develop cures for diseases. He's trying to bring healthy drinking water to poor countries, things like that. And then Bezos, he's giving hundreds of millions of bucks to charity. Now, of course, I'm not going to get into this whole how Amazon reduces its tax bill or whatever. That's not the issue. That's his company. That's not him. And then Zuckerberg, simply, he's going to keep working on Facebook to try and make it the best thing in the world. Because I've been reading a lot about Facebook that they're still being treated almost like it's a startup company, even though it's worth a lot of money. So, but yeah, so that's the thing. The feel pride is a big, big thing. So I don't want to understate it, basically. Is that you want to feel pride in what you do. And that also feeds into the peace of mind. Is this idea of you've used your day great. Sorry, punch the mic. You've used your day great. You've accomplished something. You've learned something new. You set out to do what you said you were going to do, and so on. That's why I want all this. So, if you've gotten value out of these 3 videos answering these 3 questions, then I hope it gives you perspective, peace of mind, and motivation to get things done, to improve your personal finance and make your life better. Because, like I said, the unfortunate truth is that we live in a world where money can buy you most of the things you need. So it shouldn't be that way, but that's life. That's how this world is. That's how life is. So these 3 questions: what do you want? Itemize them. How will you get it? Why do you want it? Is very, very important. And as well, in the future, like I said, I will talk about the concept of uncapped independent growth and maybe the difference between working for yourself, working for a company, and stuff like that. I think that's also a very important topic to have. So the sort of, and I'll talk about the pros and cons of it. So let me know in those comments down below. Is this list useful for you? Like these questions, they're good for me. That's why I've decided to make these videos. I'm not just talking about theory. This is something I actually do. So yeah, and I am a visual learner, so I like to see things so that it's not rummaging around in my head, which again, like I said, is great for my mental health. Simple as that. And that's the end of this motivation series. So like I said, let me know your feelings in those comments down below about these questions and how it could help you in the future to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Have you even thought about why? That's a big thing. So if you watch the video, the question is, why do you want it? Like, have you thought about, okay, I need this many thousands, not that I need infinity money. It's like there has to be a cap somewhere. So what that means is that when you reach that goal, you reach what you want to accomplish, then you can focus on something else. That's the whole idea behind the to-do list, behind everything. is that once you've accomplished the things you want to accomplish, you can let it go and you can focus on something else. So, and the to-do list really emphasizes that to the nth degree. Anyway, guys, I've linked 2 other videos to this video. Please check out the videos on the channel. This channel is focused on how to improve your personal finance, while also looking at your mental health and peace of mind, as I covered obviously in this video. So please check out the videos. I think you will get a lot of value if you watch multiple. Simple as that. And please leave comments on the videos as well. I do answer all comments, so I want to share this journey with you.